I stopped here in Redding, California on my way up to Oregon, and I thought you might like to see this amazing bridge we have here. They call it the Sundial Bridge. I'll take a little walk across it, once I finish yakking right here, but it's truly, it's a beautiful bridge. It's probably the most beautiful bridge I've ever seen in my entire life. Redding, California, it's not too far from the Shasta Dam and Shasta Lake, where I'm going to go next, and then of course there's Mount Shasta even further north as I head up to Oregon to see family and friends. I want to mention something else. I've had a book out for a while, and this is not really a commercial, but I wanted to just mention this book again, Life Parts, because there are stories in here, and one was about Maria, and people have asked me, what happened to Maria? Well, I want to tell you that she died recently, and we had a funeral just this last week, actually on Monday. And in case you read that story and were perhaps touched by it in some way, let's just say that little boy in the story, Bobby and Maria, were reconciled before she died. And of course, that's the sweet part of the story. So for those who asked about it, yes, that's the ending perhaps of that childhood story, hopefully. Well, now let's take a little walk. I'll take a walk across here. It might be a little bit shaky as we walk, but I think you ought to see what this place really looks like. This is a Sundial Bridge. We're in Turtle Bay Park, which is right, part of Redding. But it's a gorgeous place. We're going to cross the Sacramento River here, which is huge. One little thing I just read, they said the salmon come up here, and they swim 297 miles up from San Pablo Bay, which is down near San Francisco, in that bay. But, a lot of amazing things. In my life, a lot of things still surprise me, frankly. Take a look. Okay, we'll take a little walk here. Hope it's not too wobbly for you as we go across here. I was told that it was an artist from Spain who did this. There's also one of these bridges made in a similar way in Spain. As we get closer, you can see we have cables holding this thing up, and they call it sundial because they're actually the sundial on the other side as we cross over here. So the shadow, of course, tells you what time it is at a certain day of the year. I think that would probably be the summer solstice. So here we are taking a look. Hope it's not too wobbly for you. Don't get seasick or river sick as we cross this thing. Well, you can see the river down there, right? This is Sacramento River. Huge, important river, right? Lots of water that goes, various parts of California. It's a gorgeous day here right now. Probably about 85 degrees. It may get warmer, but that's okay. Now perhaps you get a little better idea what the scale is here. Look at this thing. Wow. I mean, it really is a wow type place, isn't it? Amazing. Okay, a little look down river here. Or is that upriver? Well, the water's flowing some way or other. The deck we're walking on here is glass, if you can believe it. Okay, now see all the cables. How many cables hold this thing up? I think there are 14. And what surprises me is that they're not all the same size. Want to take a closer look? Here's a cable right here. See how big that one is. Okay, then the next one I think is bigger. Wow, the sun is intense. Hope it's not too bright. It's really coming off that river though. Take a look. Wow. Now, we used to float down rivers. Kind of fun actually. Pretty adventurous, I'd say. But now you can see what this bridge really looks like. Take a look. Wow, isn't this amazing? Look at this thing, will you? I mean, it's so pretty, so graceful. Who could have ever, conceived of it? Well, somebody had a great idea, I would say. Okay, we're crossing this thing. Cross. I just want to show you the opposite side so you can see why they call it a sundial. because they have a place, you know, where the shadows can fall at a certain time of year and a certain time of day. Almost over there. Look at the grass growing here. Kind of pretty, I'd say, isn't it? Yes, it is. And it even feels good. Truly, truly. Okay, almost on the other side here. Get an idea now what the sundial part is about, because there are these little, well, there's a little sundial thing there. One straight ahead. Just going to walk all the way down over here. Show you how this thing is made. See right here, it says 1 o'clock, of course, on June 21st, summer solstice. It's really pretty the way he lined this thing up, you know, and I guess it's broken tiles he put to make this thing look like that. But okay, just take a little reverse look. Hope the sun's not too bright for you, but take a look. Okay, the Sundial Bridge. Isn't that amazing? And isn't it pretty? Gorgeous, I'd say. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's about it for now. Hey, the moon is about half right now. Can you see the moon? I'm Bob Barron. See you again, maybe later. Take care. Bye-bye.